Hey guys, Godzillacusx here, and welcome to the channel where Masterclass play is optional, and we're just looking to pass along a little information to our Smile and Die Empire clan mates and anybody else who can find it useful. And today, got a little video here to play in the background while I talk about some other things. It's with my fellow clanmate Rata from the SADX3 clan. Say that real fast 3 times, guys. Anyway, it's a little bit of footage. I'm here in a Cromwell B. And I believe is my clanmate 2, as we'll call him, is in the Panther, and you'll see that there in the background as we run. The main topic today, the title of the video is "Should I buy it?" And that's always a question that comes up with premium tanks when they go on sale. And guys have some questions about it. Now, the Cromwell B is right now not on sale, but it will be in the future. And so this is a little information to kind of give you some thoughts on what you should be looking for. And I can only tell you what's important to me, and maybe you get some ideas off of it. Now, guys, I chose the Cromwell B and the Cromwell because I had both of those in the garage, and they're kind of almost the closest comparison you can get, like a tech tree tank to a premium tank. So it'll kind of give you a way of evaluating not just the Cromwell B, but maybe some other premium tanks when they do come on sale. So what I'm going to do here in a little bit is I'm going to cut to some other information where, some stuff off of Blitz stars to compare the 2 tanks, and then show you kind of a test that I ran with the 2 tanks, just to kind of show you the performance of those tanks over a period of time and battles, and then also show you some footage of at the end, towards the end at least, is of the regular Cromwell and what you're really buying with the Cromwell B versus the Cromwell. It's not as stark a difference as you would think. Everybody says the Cromwell B is OP. Yes, it is in the right hands if you have the right skill set. Now, all of that being said, is I've got a lot of premium tanks. Just full disclosure here, it's an addiction, so I feed it. But I don't necessarily buy every premium tank that comes. I'm definitely not the stuff that's in the crates. I try to avoid all of that if I can. But I still pass on some of them that are sold, just because of some of the reasons I kind of show you in the thought process that I go through with the premium tanks. Now, here in the video, it's been kind of running in the background. You've kind of seen some of the stuff Cromwell B has on display. It has great mobility. As far as speed goes, it also has the traverse going for it. It's got a good gun. It's rapid firing. It's fairly accurate. And then the thing everybody talks about is the gun depression, which is just awesome when you learn how to use it properly. The other thing that when I did some of my tests to evaluate the tanks for this video was a category called the no mod traverse. Basically, how well can the tank rotate, move, even turn? It was actually a bigger factor than what I knew it was a factor, but it was bigger than what I thought. As you can see here, we've got the end of the game here. I believe I ended up with 3 kills in my 2. The clanmate ended up with 2 himself. So anyway, we'll get into some numbers here.
Hey guys, and what we're looking at here is the tank compare off of blitzstars.com. And if you look there underneath firepower, all the gun stats are the same. No differences. Underneath weapon handling, there's only one difference, and that is the depression and elevation, which is for the Cromwell B is 13 and 20 degrees versus 8 and 15 for the regular Cromwell. Now that's a huge difference. That's the big feature of this tank, performance-wise, in most people's estimations. Now, also take a look there underneath movement mobility. The no mod traverse is 50 degrees versus 33 for the Cromwell, and that's the thing that kind of surprised me and jumped out as something a little different. I'll show you a little later kind of what that stat means in reality off some gameplay and some testing that I did. The next number to look at is also, because it's premium tank, is the credit coefficient. It's 146 versus 103, so that's what makes the credits. That's a very key feature for any premium tank. And also, if you'll look there's some difference in the hull armor on the sides of it, at least. So that's a little bit of a bonus. That's a little overlooked. And the last thing to look at there is the win rate. You'll notice that the Cromwell B is about 60% and the Cromwell's at 55%. And that could be a function of maybe more veteran players playing it a little bit, but it also kind of reflects as a better performance stats of the tank. Now, what I did for this video is I went out and played 10 games each in the Cromwell B, alternating between the two, just to give some stats to see what the difference is. And you can see there all the different numbers, the main thing being the win rate. The Cromwell, I'm at 50, and the Cromwell B, I'm at 50, or 60%, excuse me. And my normal rates is about 55 for the Cromwell and about 65 for the Cromwell B. There was a little bit of lag I'm dealing with in this test. There was an equal share of some of the potato teams. So things kind of evened out. So it's kind of the normal spread, just a little bit lower rates than what I would normally run in those tanks. Now, guys, what we're looking at here now is this one of the games off of the 10 test matches that I did. And it had a sequence in it that I thought showed a couple things about what it is you're really buying with the Cromwell B versus the regular Cromwell. Now, this game has kind of started mid-match here, just to kind of cut down on its time a little bit. So I'm here in the Cromwell. I kind of ran back to my big guns to get a little safety. I was maneuvering to a flank. I knew there was a couple of big tanks there. As you can see right there, the Nomad Traverse, I was trying to aim for that little white spot and drive over it, but I couldn't quite make it. And that's where the Nomad Traverse came into effect right there. So that's one of those little things in stats. And then right here, gun depression, you'll see my reticle is above the KV2. I wasn't able to bring the gun down far enough without going on any further. And yeah, you don't want to jump in front of a KV2, especially when you're at 74 hit points. So I retreated there. The wise thing to do always when you see a KV2 pointing at you. So anyway, I mean, that gives you a little bit of an idea of kind of where the Cromwell kind of falls short of the Cromwell B. And what I did in this sequence is I went back in the Cromwell B and tried to kind of replicate that same kind of event. Of course, I don't have anybody to shoot at. It's just me in a training room. But you'll see here, I'm able to turn and I run right over that little white spot like I wanted to. I have gun depression. In that case right there, I would have been able to get a shot off on the KV2. And what you're going to see me here is trying it several times, just kind of slightly different variations of what I did, just trying to see what would happen. And then here again, I hit the white spot on the ground, I get the gun depression, I can take the shot. I'm going to try it a third time just to sort of make sure that, you know, just some variations on the theme to kind of show you. And this time, yeah, I really cut it short there. That's not a problem there. But you can see there's a little bit of maneuverability in the tank and that Nomad Traverse stat. I'm able to traverse and get to the spot I want to. And even if I wasn't, I believe I'd have enough gun depression to get the shot off, which I think is pretty close here in a second. I'll be able to show you that. As I'm trying to aim about where I went in the Cromwell. Got the shot off. I'm going to back it up. And I want to sort of aim for on the left, some of that white rock on the hill, try to clip that if I can. Guns up a little bit, but it still comes down, and I get the shot. So the thought process that I use when I'm looking at buying a tank, not just a Cromwell B, but any of the premiums, is to have the cash, number one. Now, you know, do I need a credit grinder? And it is in a tier that I can use, either for credit grinding or my skill level, or even for tournaments. Those are all considerations that you might want to take into account when you're looking at buying any premium tank. After I made this video, the Cromwell B the next morning went on sale. So yeah, I got some predictive powers going on there. But anyway, my recommendation is to simply buy it. It's been the most fun tank that I've had. It grinds credit. It's great win rate. Once you kind of learn this tank itself and able to utilize its technical qualities and match it with your skill, it is an OP tank once you can kind of work it like those videos I showed you, which was the Nomad Traverse, and, you know, really taking advantage of that gun depression is a big thing. So anyway, guys, if you do buy it, hope you enjoy. Guys, I am a member of SAD 21, that's Smile and Die 21, part of the Smile and Die Empire. That's our tournament clan, is SAD 21. We have other casual clans, many of them actually. So, hey, if it's something that you might be interested in, is contact us and let us know if you want to join up.